from now, we shall be starting with today's session.
You will play the first video, right?
Yes, sir. I would be playing it once I start, so then I would be playing with it.
Correct. Thank you.
Sir, I would be taking the presenter rights from you for a moment now, because I would first be playing the video and then we shall again be giving you the presenter rights back.
Good.
Uttam sir, can you make me the presenter? Thank you, Uttam sir. So it's time now, dear participants. Sir, Huda sir, with your permission, can we start with the session?
Yeah, Dr. Ritika, please start.
Thank you, sir. A very good evening to all distinguished panelists and participants. Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Applications and Management, BVICAM, in association with Computer Science Chapter of IEEE Delhi Section, Consultants Network Affinity CNA Group of IEEE Delhi Section, Life Member Affinity LMA Group of IEEE Delhi Section, Inter-Society Relations Standing Committee of IEEE Delhi Section, Industry Relations and Site Standing Committee of IEEE Delhi Section, with the Associations of Computer Society of India, SAFA Society, ISTE Delhi Section, and IETE Delhi Center, welcomes you all today to this webinar on communication in crisis management, how to do it right. In the words of Chris Simey, author of Listen, Engage, and Respond blogs, said, to be effective in crisis management in the digital age means being able to use social media strategically. There is no crisis management today without a full understanding of how to use new media to listen to conversations around your brand in real time and understand what you do and don't need to respond to. This quote by a great visionary was simply quoted over here to indicate the importance of effective communication in dealing successfully with any crisis, be it of any kind. And in today's scenario, this is very important because we are living through crisis since the past year. So through today's webinar, we aim to highlight how there has been a lot of negativity around us during this extended COVID-19 pandemic period. Communication is important during business as usual. So its importance increases manyfold during crisis. And now, when we are anxious, stressed, busy taking care of our loved ones or care of ourselves, information overload is a big challenge. So everyone is busy in sending a lot to everyone else. Our expert, Mr. Damandev Sood, will also unveil today his new creation, Daman's thermometer, that will come in handy in such situations to see facts from rumors. The best feature of this thermometer is that it will also work beyond the COVID-19 pandemic. So I will first take this opportunity to welcome amongst us our galaxy of distinguished panelists today. We are privileged to have amongst us a galaxy of experts. I would now first invite Professor M.N. Huda, Director, Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Applications and Management, to address the participants with his welcome address.
Good evening to one and all. At the outset, let me welcome my friend, Mr. Daman, the valued speaker for today's program. I take this opportunity to welcome all senior friends of mine from different professional societies. Professor Subramaniam Krishnamurthy, from former chairperson of IEEE Delhi section. Professor Ajay Thakre, the former Technical Program and Publicity Committee, IETE. And Professor P.S. Grover, to whom we have always looked as a fatherly figure. And I
So your voice is breaking. I think that, yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. So I also take this opportunity to welcome all the participants who keep on waiting for the webinar from different parts of the country, and that too from different walks of life, from academia, from industry, from government, from different professional societies. My dear friends, a year ago, we started a weekly evening webinar series, and this is 41st such webinar series, which in association with IEEE Delhi section and different chapters of IEEE, different societies of IEEE, to which Dr. Ritika has already enumerated, and I don't want to now waste the time for that. So all possible chapters and societies of IEEE, as well as different professional societies like IET, like CSI, like IST, like IITP, etc., have been kind enough to get this program technically sponsored and remain associated, that too since the first days of this program, that when we started in last May 2020. My dear friends, pandemic is a situation which has disrupted everything in and around us, and communicating in the pandemic and managing it to the best of its possibility is an art. And Dr. Daman has mastered that art, and possibly with today's webinar, we will become eligible to get that Mr. Daman's thermometer, and that possibly after attending this entire webinar, we will be in a position to be eligible. My dear friends, there are 3 more webinars which are live at this moment. All of you are requested, if you have not registered by now, please log into the website and register for those webinars. Thank you so much. And I take this opportunity to wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay vibrant. And let's give more time to our valued speaker, who wanted, in fact, minimum 2 hours for this program, but I have requested him to conclude it in maximum 90 minutes, including question answer. And after that, Dr. Ritika has already briefed you that those who wanted to get certificate, please be in the meeting room. This meeting room after 7:30 will be converted into a call center, and my team members led by Dr. Ritika will be in a position to facilitate you for any difficulty which you face during the process of getting your certificate. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Ritika.
Thank you, sir. I would now welcome us our expert speaker, Mr. Damandev Sood, FPCS, AFPCI, CBCI, SMIEEE, MEMA, ISO, and expert IEEE ambassador and international resilience trainer. Mr. Sood requires no introduction because he himself has a glorious past, which I would like all my participants to view now.
We can't hear the audio. No. I believe challenge, right? So if you don't mind, we can skip this portion. I can start with my slides then.
Okay.
No. Must be some challenge. No problem. We can skip this. This is available on my YouTube channel, so I request people to go there, watch there. We will save about 7 minutes. That's good, actually. We can have more talk, more chat.
Sure, sir. So, dear participants, that was just a brief overview of our expert for today's session. And I would now hand over the session to our expert, Damandev sir, to start with the session. So just a minute, we shall give you the presentation, right? Uttam sir, if we could make Damandev sir the presenter.
Thank you very much. I hope audio clear. You can see my screen also. Someone just say yes, no, so that I'm clear, I'm sure.
Just a minute. Yes, sir. Your screen is absolutely visible.
Audio clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. So I'm skipping 2 slides. Introduction has been great. Thank you very much. I'm privileged to be here on this platform. I keep coming back. I like being here. So first of all, Professor Hura and his whole team, BBI CAM, IEEE, because of that, I am here today. I'm going to be talking with some real cases, and there may be some names appearing. That's why this disclaimer. My intention is not to harm anyone. Is it possible to launch poll? What first one? First question for you all. Is it possible to launch poll? Dr. Ritika, were you able to build the polls in the tool?
So just a minute.
Okay.
Uttam sir, can we share the link? Sir, it's
Yes,
already shared in the window.
Yes, I
with
can
all
see
the
now.
participants.
So request, are you an IEEE member? 3 options, please select your option. Oh, I also can submit. That's great. My request is to be quick so that we save time. I want to keep it interactive. So I have some polls, but be quick, please, so that we discuss more than that. You can stop the poll and share the results, please. Each poll will be only for 30 seconds, not for minutes. Can you close the poll and share the results, please? Are you able to see the results? I'm not able to see the results. Dr. Ritika?
Sir, I cannot see the results because it is not shared with me. I could attempt the poll.
I did also. So who is able to see the results?
My web admin Uttam sir is able to see that.
Participants? Are the participants able to? Even I am not able to see.
Well, Uttam sir, can we share the results with
All participants if possible, else with me at least, so that I'm
dear
able to
participants?
talk.
Kindly select on the poll window and answer the poll. There is a window called as polling window, dear participants. I request everybody to kindly select on that and answer.
Right. So we got the results. 51 people
Yes, sir,
have
we
not
can see the
answered.
results also.
Yeah. All right. 15 people out of 109 are saying yes, they are IEEE member. 20 are not. 23 are saying, but they would like to have information about IEEE membership. So we will provide that. Thank you very much. We can close this. We can unshare these results. We can move on. Second poll. Can you launch the second poll, please? I'm saying communication is important during BAU. BAU means business as usual. And your options are you agree, do not know, cannot say. Can you launch poll 2, please? I can't see it yet. So has it been launched? If there is technical challenge, please let me know. We can do it in different way rather than waiting. Yes, I believe everyone can see it on your screen.
Yes, sir.
Communication is important during BAU. BAU means business as usual. And you need to select one of these options. You agree, do not agree, do not know, or cannot say. Please select your option and press the submit button.
I request all the participants to kindly participate.
My intention is to collect this information data, and in a day or two, I will attempt to do the analysis and share the results also in the form of a report. Share the results also with you all. Few seconds more, and then I'll request to close the poll. Has it been already closed? Then can you share the results, please? But the request is maximum participation on all these polls so that we have good data and the analysis comes out to be better. Can we see the results, please?
So we have the results.
Great. Thank you very much. I believe everyone can see on your screens. 64 out of 106 people. So this time 106 people have logged in so far, it seems. 64 are saying they agree. There are some 2 saying do not agree, right? But 38 have not answered. So request is please increase this participation. Without your participation, this activity will not be fruitful. And my intention is to provide you analysis at the end. Not today, but in a couple of days, I will be able to do that. Thank you very much. Next poll, can we launch third poll, please? The question has changed. Communications importance increases many folds during crises. And once again, your options, 4 options, select any one of these. Agree, do not agree. There is no difference between BAU and crises. And D says, I do not know. Please select your option and press the submit button. We'll wait for a few more seconds. A request again and again is maximum participation. Can you close the poll and share the results, please, with all of us? Close the poll and share the results with all of us, please.
The poll has ended. We'll have the results in a minute.
Results in front of you all. Again, large number agreeing to that, which is correct. Thank you very much. Actually, there is only one who says do not agree, and 3 saying there is no difference. There is difference. Importance of communications increases much more during crises. We need to keep this in mind, and that's why the session today is about crisis communication, in which I'll attempt to introduce my, what do we call it, invention, Daman's thermometer. Can we launch the 4th poll, please? I am saying there is overload of communication during COVID-19 pandemic current phase. And you have 3 options once again. Quickly, please. Agree, do not agree. It's not enough. We want more. I've used my right of voting, right? That's what we all need to do in our elections also, which may be assembly or local or national or general elections. We need to exercise our right of voting. I have done that. I request everyone to do that, please. In a few seconds, I request the poll to be closed and results to be shared with us, please. Close the poll and share the results with us, please. Overload of communication. 53 people are saying they agree to this. 4 are saying they do not. And 5 want more. I like that. Thank you very much. The seeds of this session was sown around 1.5 months ago. Last 2 months, right? Last 3 weeks have been better, but before that, about 2 months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks were very bad, specifically for India, including Delhi, also where I live. We were almost mad, all of us. We were under pressure, we were stressed. This was a crisis. Some were going through directly impacted, some were impacted indirectly. If I talk of myself, I was lucky. I didn't fall sick, but I was taking care of multiple patients sick of multiple diseases, including COVID-19 also. Right. Again, all well now. We have come out of that stage. Some people have lost some dear ones also. At that time, we all were almost mad. Everyone, anyone and everyone was writing anything, everything on WhatsApp, for example. So that's why communication overload was there, I believe. So all those who have said, yes, agree, I agree with them. And that's why I thought most of that was not right. Even before that, even after that, a lot communication that we receive is not right, not necessarily. So I thought of doing this session. I thought of devising that thermometer. Next poll, can we launch, please? What has been your best source of information, whether wanted or unwanted, during current phase of COVID-19 pandemic? 5 options: WhatsApp, internet or Google, TV, newspaper, others. Can we launch the poll, please? Poll 5. Once again, you need to select only one option, whichever you believe is correct, and press the submit button. Exercise your right of voting, please. I've done. And in few seconds, I request the poll is closed and the results are shared with us all. Please go close the poll and share the results. Sorry. In front of us, Internet Google seems to be the top one. WhatsApp 17, second number. I've been saying this with due respect to all those, including me also. I also use WhatsApp. That during crises specifically, but otherwise also stay away from 2 doctors, Dr. WhatsApp and Dr. Google. They are good, but they are equally bad as well. And also, because of us, we the users, people, we make it bad perhaps, right? But 51 people didn't answer. So request is please do respond when it comes to you. So coming to the topic, based on these some polls, some perceptions have been generated, collected. I'll do the analysis later. Some good practices about communication during pandemics or actually during any time. This is my suggestion. Never believe and never spread rumors. You can write this bold, beautiful, italics, underline, colored, blinking, flashing, whichever way you want to. Never believe and never spread rumors. And people would say, But Daman, how do we know what is fact, what is rumor? So check your mobile. First case coming in front of you, and there are many. I may not be able to complete all because of time, but we will see as many as possible. You have received this message this morning. Is this fact or rumor? Your response is in the chat box, please. And Dr. Ritika, can you monitor chat box? What's coming in the chat box? Someone says rumor. I could see that flashing. Anyone else? Again, as many as possible. Okay. So I see rumors coming up, but someone, and Dr. Ritika, if I say any participant, can they unmute and speak now? Do they have that right? Yes or no?
No, sir. Participants cannot unmute.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I would have like to ask, why do they believe, how do they believe that it's a rumor, it's not a fact? So again, if someone wants to type in the chat box, I'll request Dr. Ritika to read it out to me. Many
Sir,
people are saying
whatever
rumors, that's
questions
right.
you ask, the participants can answer in the chat box.
Right. So the question is, why do you believe it's rumor? Its answer is correct, it's rumor. But how and why? Just one or two would be enough. Why do you believe it's rumor? Fake and internationally wrong. A rumor, that's okay, accepted. Now I'm asking why and how do you believe it's rumor? Panelists have the right to speak, right? Panelists can speak any moment, anytime. Because it's not from the authentic source. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'll request panelists also to participate. They can speak if the time comes, right? Thank you very much. Moving on. How do we know what is fact and what is rumor? I'm saying use this thermometer. This is my invention. A text message, believe, is rumor. It's not fact. Unless it is from a reliable source, for example, from a family member. Or a forwarded message, please believe it's rumor. It's not fact. Unless it is from a reliable source, for example, family members. An audio message. We saw last year, specifically the phase one. So many audio messages are going around. I'm a doctor from Wuhan, from Japan, from Singapore, and I'm speaking. This is what is happening here. Trust me, if I'm a doctor, I have all the capability and resources to record a video message. Trust a video message more than the audio message, unless, once again, it's from a reliable source, for example, family members. It's a rumor otherwise. This is what my thermometer is saying. Little more, a picture. Trust a picture photograph is not right, is not fact, it's rumor, because people can edit pictures very well. Once again, unless it's from a reliable source, for example, family members. So the one you said, trust video messages, even video messages can be edited very well. So trust, that is again a rumor, unless it is from a reliable source like your family members. Call 6 coming up. Please do not mind, but this is the question in mind. Are your family members a reliable source? Because I've said my thermometer is saying trust from your family members. There are 5 options. Select one of these. Of course, the most reliable in the universe. I'm not sure, but I cannot say that. No, I know, but I'm scared to admit this live on this program. Option D says I do not know. E says I will use the thermometer. Exercise your right, please. Select the option and press the submit button. In 5 seconds, please close the poll and share the results with us. When I had sent this survey, this 6th question in another forum, The organizer said, Daman, this is very sensitive question you're asking. Do you really want to ask this question? Or can you delete this question? I said, leave it, please. Stay with me. There is a reason behind this that I'm asking this question. We all respect our family members and we need to. The results in front of you. 23 people saying, of course, the most trusted. B, 12 people saying, I'm not sure. C, no, I know, but I cannot admit. I do not know is D. Only 8 are saying, I will use the thermometer. Please trust me, thermometer will be handy. Please do that. Thank you very much for your participation. This is the reason I was asking this. I'm sharing my personal experiences from my life, my family members. One far related relative got admitted to hospital due to excess dose of kadha. I believe everyone understands kadha now in last 15 months or so. Excessive use, excess dose of kadha. She was critically sick. I did not know what happened later, but she was in ICU because of overdose of kadha. One close relative from Australia wrote that Covishield vaccine was causing blood clots. And this is about 2 months old case, right? Today we know there have been few more cases. While there's no need to get scared. It's 1 in a million, 2 in a million that has happened so far. But till that time, 2 months ago, I had not heard of this. A relative said, and then linked with my father-in-law who had first dose of Covishield in March, and he suffered an acute stroke and was diagnosed to have multiple clots in his brain. But when the news was sent to me, I was not sure about it. Another close relative found out that the India-made vaccines were banned in Europe. I don't know. I never heard that. India was exporting to the whole world. Some free also and some on charge basis as well. And his parents, what happened? His parents refused to go for vaccination. That was due in few days. And they delayed it by 2 months, more than 2 months. So thermometer rules applies to our relatives also. And you should apply the same to what you receive from them. Believe WHO, trust WHO. That's what my suggestion is. That's what my thermometer is saying. And also trust local health authorities. Then you say, oh, Daman, what about this one? I hope you got this news also. This was viral. 37 doctors of Delhi's Gangaram Hospital tested positive for COVID-19. All of them had taken vaccine also. They were vaccinated. So what happened next? We know there are different types of marks. Some are right, some are not right, some are good, some are not good. And some of us use masks correctly. Some of us do not use masks correctly, but they were doctors. They had the right masks and they were using them correctly. Were you worried? Tell me, please. You can type in quickly. Were you worried? At this point in time, if you had seen this news going viral, this clip going viral, are you still worried? Are you going ahead with your vaccination? I believe most of us have got vaccinated now. I'm assuming, right? But 2 months ago, this question would be more important. Are you going ahead with your vaccination or have you given up because of this news? 37 doctors of Gangaram Hospital testing positive despite having vaccinated. Did you come across this also? Some Dr. Sujay Shah, and this was a tweet. We are 500 doctors at Gangaram, 37 are COVID plus, which means 92.6% are protected from infection. This is positive, isn't it? Well, there was a lot of negativity around us at that time. That's why crisis communication is so important. 5 are hospitalized, which means 99% protection from hospitalization. This is positive, reinforcing. 5 admitted don't have severe disease, which means 100% protection from severe disease. I'm not sure whether you got it or not. I got it. But a person like me will use my thermometer on this also. And I found actually he was a doctor at Gangaram and he had tweeted this. So this turned out to be fact. I believe it. Personally, I'm not happy with Gangaram Hospital and I'm not happy with the government of India. If this was the fact, then I would have liked to see a statement coming from Gangaram Hospital about this, what this doctor is saying. That should be the authority. Administration of the hospital should be saying, or perhaps that should have been a news on their website running continuously, or a statement should have come from government of India also. But to an extent, I'm saying it's better than rumor. It's towards fact. Temperature is increasing on my thermometer. If temperature goes up, it's good. Let's look at another case. On 22nd of May, I got this message on Facebook. Some of you would have got this. It's in Hindi. I hope most can understand. Read. I'll read it a little bit. सबसे शर्मनाक दिन, बेहद दुखद घटना। दिल्ली मैक्स हॉस्पिटल के डॉक्टर विवेक राय ने मरीजों को ऑक्सीजन की कमी से मरता देख कर ली आत्महत्या। What shall I do? Tell me please, quickly, type in. Or panelists can speak because they have the speaking right. Unmute yourself and speak. What shall I do now? I have received this message on Facebook. I saw some response, but it vanished quickly. So if someone wants to type in again, a rumor, someone says, Puneet Gupta says rumor. What shall I do? Don't believe. Use thermometer. Thank you very much. Simple. Daman, practice what you preach. Use your thermometer. And I did. I could find this on internet. There was a news. Doctor working in COVID ward of Delhi's Max Hospital dies by suicide. Okay. Then what? So what? It's a fact, right? Hold on, please. Temperature is low, even if it's saying fact. Let's do a little more check. I hope you can see my screen. Explorer, right? Same news, India.com. If you go deep into that, we don't have time to read it full, but it doesn't match with what was being said in the headline. See, this is the problem. This is the challenge with the news channels, whether it is online or TV or printed. The headline, we all get carried away by the headline. If we go deep, we will find nowhere inside it's written that it's because of the lack of oxygen that he committed. He was stressed and he committed suicide. Nowhere in the news, when we go into the body, we find that it says that it was because of. So what we say, my thermometer based on that is saying this seems to be a rumor. Little fact, the person died, he was a doctor, he died, he committed suicide, all is correct, but not necessarily what has been mentioned here. Suicide note में कहा मरीजों को नहीं बचा पा रहा इसलिए कर रहा हूँ आत्महत्या. In the report, it's not there when we go deep into the report. So it's still a rumor according to me. I'll treat this as a rumor. Next one. Did you see this? And this is in my professional WhatsApp groups. So we are professionals, right? It's not from family. It's professionals. Someone forwarded this. Did you see? Some of you might have received this. The challenge with us, especially in India, is that anything that comes in the name of Tatas, Ratan Tata, fact, someone says, thank you very much, Puneet Gupta. We'll use the thermometer in a minute. Anything that comes in the name of Tata, Ratan Tata, Gandhi, Dr. Kalam, we tend to believe. Trust me, not necessarily Tata has done this. This is what my first impression was. I would use thermometer. Ratan Tata is a retired person now. Even if Tatas would be doing, Ratan Tata wouldn't have said this. So why is Ratan Tata's photo? See, this is misleading. Even this post is not saying that Ratan Tata said this. But when we see, what do we get? As if Ratan Tata has issued this statement. Use the thermometer, please. I went deep into that. Who has said that? There is someone called Shubhangi Salvi. So this person, Maitreya, who is a professional colleague, would have received this from this person called Shubhangi Salvi, right? Fact. Puneet Gupta said fact. Who is Shubhangi Salvi? Let's have a look at that, please. She must be official spokesperson of Tata's, isn't it? She is not. How do you believe this then? She is a global goodwill ambassador, by the way. About 500,000 followers. I wish I had so many on LinkedIn. So what is my thermometer saying? It's a rumor. She's not official spokesperson. Ratan Tata is a retired person. He generally doesn't speak all this. Okay. Little more about this case. My brother works at Tata Steel, and this news is about Tata Steel. You see, this is Tata Steel, right? So I got next step. I'm dipping my thermometer. I need to know it from the reliable source. On the same day, by the way, in Times of India, 25th of May, this was the news. And again, this is talking little about that, right? From Tata Steel to Bajaj Auto, etc., Tata Steel announced that it will continue to pay salary to deceased employees' family till the age of 60 years, a little more. Medical benefits, housing facilities, and we are all educational expenses. This is news in Times of India. This is what I got from my brother. He said, yes, Daman, this is correct. And this is what Tata Steel has said. Temperature is going up. But read it. This, which is official, doesn't have Ratan Tata. This is what that person has done, that lady. Someone like you, me, might have done that creation. And then it starts spreading. And also, if you had time, you will see the official notice of Tata Steel doesn't talk about housing and medical benefits. So even Times of India perhaps is not right at this point in time. But at least because my brother has said it's a fact, let's go into this link as well. What does this say? I believe this person is from TCS, at least one Tata Group company. Still not from Tata Steels, but this person is from Tata Group company TCS, a VP, senior person. And again, see, this one is matching with what my brother sent, not what that lady sent and what that went viral in our WhatsApp professional group. So we need to be very, very careful about all these things. That's what I'm saying. One more from the family. Someone, a family member, sent this chart to us in the family group. We have a family group. Study by medical fraternity regarding vaccines, right? We see these are some companies, the platform, something has been, so what? This is family member doing, with due respect. Use thermometer, please. Then what? I'm not sure. Why did he send? What do I do with this information, even if a family member has sent this to me? Yet another from the family, with due respect to family members. Again, you might have seen this, many of us. Someone said, all vaccinated people will die within 2 years. Did you get this? Quickly say yes, no, please. And I'm looking forward to yes, if you also receive. Or is it only me who keeps receiving such messages? Yes. Someone says no. First reaction, what was? This was in a family group. First reaction after reading this, immediately my wife said, I'm not going for vaccination. I don't want to die after 2 years. Using thermometer, question mark, and this is my family member. My request to suggestion to him was, you must attend my session on this Saturday. On that Saturday, I was presenting this, doing this demo of thermometer in a session. So I requested him, come and watch my thermometer, please. Take a look at this case. This is another person from a professional WhatsApp group. No one is safe anymore. Again, quickly type in yes, no. Did you get this message? No one is safe anymore. Japan's Osaka city crumples under COVID-19 onslaught. And this is not common man. I'm again saying I'm an expert in BCM, crisis management, etc. This is my professional colleagues, like you and me. We are doing this. Let's do the test. I hope you can see my Explorer again. Now we have a lot negative about our media in India, right? Whether it is newspaper, printed, online, or whether news channels. We all know this. Even this was said in last 2 months. Please stop watching TV and you will be well. You will not fall sick of COVID-19, or even if you get COVID-19, you will recover very well if you just switch off your TV. This was said. This is not, who is this writing? Writers. Perhaps the most trusted house in the world when it comes to media news. No one's safe anymore. Japan's Osaka city crumples under COVID-19 onslaught. This is what we do, human psychology. We see, we read the headline, and we start forward. Without even reading the message, we first forward. I know the reason. You are my friends, family, colleagues. I'm worried about you. I care about you. So I'm immediately forwarding that to you. My job is over. Go deep into this, please. The news nowhere says that everyone will die. It doesn't say. So there is some fact in this, but it's not fact. The headline is not fact. And trust me, this is what is happening in the world. Media is doing this because we get carried away. They play with our emotions. My thermometer has question mark on this. There is some fact, but this is not fact. The way it is being written, the way it is being understood, interpreted by us, and the way we are spreading this is not right. Do not do that, please. Take this case. This poster that I have forwarded to you on WhatsApp. What will you do now? Panelists can speak. Participants can type in their responses in the chat box. You have received this poster as a message forwarded by me to you. What will you do now? Any panelists, any participants? Share, will forward. One more, please. Follow, great. More, please. This is getting very interesting. Your options were this. I didn't show you the options. You may like to change your responses now. Look at the options. It's from the Prime Minister, Modi, so I'll forward it to all in the world. It's clearly Government of India poster, so I will forward to all in the world. C, I do not care. D, we were told in a session, IEEE session at BVI camp, that we should never believe the forwarded messages. Do you want to change your options now? What should you do? There is one more, by the way. Tell me, please. If I were in your place, you were Daman, you D, option D. Please go with E. Practice what you preach. I have forwarded, Daman said, do not believe forwarded messages. Use thermometer, please. So what does the thermometer say? There are 3 options available in this poster. Number, call, please. Before you follow, before you forward, before you believe, before you trust it. There is a website. Please write. Go to the website, check it. And there is an email. Please write to that email ID and then only start doing anything. And that's based on that. I did that. This poster is not from anyone else. This poster I have downloaded from the Government of India website directly. So I believe it. That's why it's a fact. So what will you do? As a concerned and responsible citizen now, because you have found this is fact, you will follow. Only now, please, not on the previous slide. Now you will follow the instructions yourself and you may share it with your contacts safely. This is how thermometer is helping us. I'll do a quick time check. I have 25 minutes. Am I right, Dr. Ritika? Right? Okay. As I said, I had requested, Professor Huda said, I requested 2 hours because these cases are increasing every day. Increasing every day. Last time I had only 4 cases. Then next time first time I had only 4 cases. Then I had 8 cases today, perhaps showing 12 cases if we get full time. So Times of India has started this service again. Some of you may know this. Check fake news service from Times of India. I won't believe this. I tested it myself, then only I'm sharing it. This mobile number, I use my thermometer. Number is valid. You might have come across during those 1.5 tough months we had. People were mad because we were concerned, we were under stress. For example, I wanted someone in family was sick. I wanted oxygen cylinder. So I will ask any help oxygen cylinder, 10 response will come. 100 numbers, none of those numbers worked. I tested myself. And anyone and everyone was posting anything and everything for anywhere. So number works. I checked it. It's on WhatsApp and they do respond. I did that. My thermometer works. This then becomes an add-on feature to my thermometer. You have another source to verify. I sent few more PCs to them and they said they worked only on COVID-19 related and only in few cities, which means Daman's thermometer is much better than this. As I said, this will survive. This instrument, this is my free gift to you all today because you participated, attended. Keep it in your pocket always and keep using it. Even better than this service from Times of India, because this service, as of now, is only for COVID-19 and only in few cities, while this thermometer, all crises, it will work beyond COVID-19 pandemic also, and in all cities and states and countries. You might have seen this also. Some company called IFLA has produced this. Once again, at least the site is fine. There is something called IFLA I could find. They have produced it, it seems. But on their website, I couldn't find this poster. So once again, when I'm using, see, practice what I preach. That's what I do. I use thermometer there also. Look at this one, please. IEEE. Question: how many people know this person? With due respect, I had said in the morning, in the beginning itself, I'll be using some names. With due respect, I don't mean to do any harm. How many people know this person? Dr. Ram Gopal Rao. Who is he? The director of IIT Delhi, fellow of IEEE, and a long list of other affiliations with him. He is a connection on LinkedIn, and one morning I found this. What is this? Maggie maker Nestle admits 60% of its food products not healthy. I was shocked. Well, I don't eat Maggie, right? But I was still shocked. 60% of Nestle products not healthy. Maggie maker Nestle admits, see the report. Few days before this, there was another report. By the time I had started using my thermometer, telling whole world, wherever I go today, I talk of this, please use this. And I made use of this person's name in that piece. I said, I'm sharing this video, I believe, because this has come to me from Dr. Ram Gopal Rao, Director IIT Delhi. So I trust, right? On this morning, second time when I received, I still wanted to use my thermometer because of 60% not being right. So it's in the news also, I found. It's not only Dr. Rao sharing it, it's in news also. PTI New Delhi. I hope people know what is PTI, Press Trust of India. New Delhi. Okay, so what? I use my thermometer and sent this link to Nestle. This is what I will do. It takes time. And I was not sure whether there will be any response. It happens. Who is Daman? Nestle's world global company, such a big organization, right? I sent them asking, is this correct? This is what is happening in the world, and this is the response. You may not be able to read this. Dear Mr. Sood, thank you for writing to us. They took about 2 days, so it was not immediate, but within 2 days is great response. This news is not true. Now, I don't mean to once again, Director IIT Delhi is lying. No, he's not. He found it and he has forwarded it. And generally, if it's about Nestle or if it's about my company, your company, perhaps we will also, first reaction would be, response would be, it's not true. So I'm not still believing Nestle either. So let us case on 17th June. Again, this person is a connection on LinkedIn, Rahul Neelmani. And again, the experience was, I'm sure you all have had these experiences. You receive calls, you receive mails, someone is sick, especially some 2 years, 3 years old child, he has hole in his heart and needs to be undergoing surgery, most likely at AIMS Delhi. So donate, some donation asked, right? Something like this was posted by this person. I once again wouldn't believe, but he confirmed. He said, Daman, this is sure. I know this, and this is true. This donation, this fundraising being done for this child. Difficult to believe. This one injection, which costs few, I think 17 crores rupees or something like that. But at least he said the case was genuine. So I would have some faith in this person once again. And that was about 3 weeks ago. On 17th June, this comes. What is this? Oracle India head and wife booked for cheating customers. All right. Someone else, common contact on LinkedIn, responded to this post that this person was not Oracle India head. So I had to use my thermometer once again. Okay, so what did I do? I couldn't find it on Oracle India, their website. I'm surprised. They should have been saying yes or no. This is serious. Which tells me maybe this is not true then. I've left a message on their Facebook because on the website there was no way I could leave a message. Right? But there's another news which says zero involvement. Oracle said the company has zero involvement in this matter. We would also like to share that Pradeep Agrawal is not the Oracle India head, as reported in some publication. So this is all media. One media saying this, another media saying this. Oracle says this, so I wanted to look at Oracle. I couldn't find it. So my thermometer is saying question mark. I'm not believing it yet. Another case. I'm sure this is known to most. Now, if you have not seen this, this is just 2 days ago. Anyone who has not seen this news, either in newspaper or on WhatsApp forwarded message or anywhere in Facebook, wherever, type in, I have not. I would like to know that person who doesn't know about this case in India. What does it say? Any responses coming up? How to access a thermometer? Check your pocket, it's there. I'm a magician. Everyone, please do that. It's with you. Not seen, I would be surprised. TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Cognizant, HCL, Tech Mahindra, other IT firms to lay off. How many? 3 million. If you were in one of those companies, you would be shaken, I'm sure. Even if you are a student looking forward to be in those companies, you would be shaken. Even if you are a student looking forward to be in any company, you would be shaken. 3 million people to be laid off. in India. Use my thermometer, please. It seems this has been deleted. It was there. When I created this slide, it was there on India.com. This means there is something wrong here. On 18th, another person, once again, all this is happening on WhatsApp. Another connection. This report on 3 million job losses in correct IT sector hired 1.38 lakhs in this year, financial year 21, which is only 3 months so far, says NASSCOM. But you will see the websites are different. This is Money Control and this is India.com. Good. This is good news, isn't it? We may be a bit relaxed now. Use thermometer again, please. So this is Money Control. Temperature goes up. A fact. What does NASSCOM say? Let's see that also. The clarification came from the IT industry body NASSCOM after a report that robotic process automation, I believe all people understand RPA here, will lead to 30% reduction. It's not 30 lakhs. It's 30% reduction in low skill job by IT outsourcing firms. Low skill jobs. This also needs to be kept in mind. It's becoming a little better now for us. The sector will continue to be a net hirer in 2022. This is what NASSCOM is saying. There is nowhere. It says IT clarifies IT industry body NASSCOM after a report suggested that the sector could face 3 million. So NASSCOM is not talking 3 million not to be reduced. By the way, all of you, once again, as I'm saying, please always use this thermometer. It's in your pockets. Already someone said how to get this. It's with you. My free gift. I'm a magician. Already with you. If you look at TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Cognizant, HCL Tech Mahindra, the total employee strength is not 3 million. So is it 100% reduction? Even if they have 3 million, 30 lakh. TCS, the biggest company, is 450,000 roughly. Number two, Cognizant could be around 3, little less than that. Others are little less. So total strength is not 30 lakhs. How could 30 lakhs be removed? Don't believe it, please. Keep using the thermometer. And it's a rumor according to me. The latest case, 18th June. And I'm saying, we know it happens only in India. It doesn't happen only in India. Again, you might have seen British Airways in crisis talks with government over if vaccinated pilot ... Keep looking at this, what is being flashing. This is the headline, right? British Airways in crisis talks with the government. Use the thermometer, please. So this is true. It seems there's a video clip here. I hope you are getting the audio and video both.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So this is a rumor. Well, it started out as a rumor about 3 British Airways pilots who have all recently died in the last week, which was claimed by an anonymous source, which also claimed that they all had the jab. This was claimed in an audio file that was shared online earlier today. Now, as soon as this came out, Reuters put out a fact-check response. This was super fast, a super fast fact-check denial response, real quick, suspiciously quick, denying this was not true and that it was fake news, etc. But now a couple of hours ago, British Airways have responded on Twitter and said that that there was 4 pilots recently who have died in a short space of time. But before we get into that, let's have a listen to this audio, this anonymous person who started all of this off?
Hey, mate, yeah, things are getting crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but my friend who's a BA pilot has just told me that they've had the third BA pilot die in the last 7 days. Yeah, third pilot dead in the last week. For the first two guys were in their 40s and 50s. This guy, mid-30s, perfectly fit, no underlying conditions. Gets his second jab, he's dead within days of the second jab. Exactly the same with the first two. Because of this, the BA are now in crisis talks with the government about whether to allow vaccinated pilots to fly. The issue with that, of course, is that about 80%, according to my friend in BA, 85% of the pilots have been it's not a vaccine, have been injected. So, yeah, you might be down to 10 or maybe something around 10% of pilots will be able to fly. Yeah, small number, eh? So that's a serious issue.
So there you have it. Again, completely anonymous. No idea where he got this info from. So when I heard it earlier, I thought to myself, well, it could be a hoax. Although the quick response from the fact checkers denying it made me think, hold on, there may be something to this. And then tonight we have had a response from British Airways here on Twitter. They said, sadly,
To go back to almost 15 slides ago, the first one, use thermometer, please. Don't trust any audio message. There were so many, we know, especially some doctor. I'm in Wuhan, I'm in Japan, I'm in Singapore, then this is what I'm seeing on streets, in hospitals, etc., etc. Trust me, a doctor has all the resources and capabilities of recording a video. Well, we know videos can also be edited very well smartly by people. So my thermometer, or this case, would have failed on my thermometer because it was an audio message. Do you remember what was flashing? Previous slide. Under British Airways in crisis talks. British Airways in crisis talks with government over if vaccinated pilots should be flying planes. 80%, 85%, the audio says, had been vaccinated. 3 have died, 4 have died because of vaccination. Only 10% can fly. This is creating havoc. A big crisis being created unnecessarily. Let's look at what BA has said.
Members of our pilot community passed away recently. Our thoughts are with their family and friends. However, there is no truth whatsoever in the claims on social media speculating that the 4 deaths are linked duly. So they are confirming that four members of their pilot community have recently died. That's a lot of pilots to die in a short space of time, is it not? Is it normal to have 4 pilots from one airline die in the last week? Now, in the audio, the guy said 85% of the pilots had received the jab. Now, that's quite a believable figure. You know, I can imagine the airports and the airline demanding pilots, staff to get the jab. I can imagine that is true, which means there's a good chance that all 4 of the pilots who have died recently have received the jab, or at least 3 out of 4 of them, if not all of them. So British Airways didn't mention anything about the vaccine or if they had the vaccine, just saying they are not linked, which doesn't say very much. Anyhow, there you go. Let us know what you think about this in the comments. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com, a place for like-minded souls who don't follow the fake stream media. See you later.
Thank you very much. Person like me. What's next for me? I'm sorry. Where is that? I'm sorry. Should have gone back. This one. I just wanted to show you. All right. So we have seen the video. Don't trust audio. My thermometer says that. But what would I do? Nowhere in this news, the headline, British Airways in crisis talks with the government. Even this video clip doesn't say so. But the headline was that. So we fall into such traps, a person like me, because he said, leave your comments. I will do that, please. Oh, many more have left now. So I'm not there. I was the first one, by the way. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. How do I find myself? Oldest. Okay. I have invented. Who is this? This was my, and this is today's session that I mentioned. So your advertisement happened at the international global level yesterday itself. Don't trust it, please. I don't. This is question mark because it's not clear to us. But for sure, it's not fact according to me. Poll 7, can we launch? Poll 7, please. There are a few more cases, but I thought I have gone a bit fast. I understand I could have gone a bit slow. That's why we have saved few minutes perhaps. There were many more such cases. Every day such cases are coming up and I'm using my thermometer. Were these discussions useful? Two options, yes or no. Please select your options, submit. Even if you want to say no, that's not bad. Don't worry about that. No one is perfect in this world. I could be doing better. We could be doing better. So even if it's no, don't worry. First, do respond for sure. Do respond for sure. And I request the poll to be closed and results to be shared with us. Three options, yes, yes, and I would like to have. Okay. Yes, sorry. In the poll, I had given only two options. Two people didn't like. We take it respectfully. We attempt to do better. But it's good if they can write either to me or to the organizer what needs to be improved, and we will definitely consider that. Thank you very much. Without your participation, any of such sessions will not be successful. My coordinates here. Any questions? We have time for questions. We will do that. But if later on you want to have any questions, please feel free to write to me. A response is guaranteed. My request, please get connected on LinkedIn. I cannot send you because I do a lot. So weekly limits get exhausted in a day for me. So currently I do not have. Other poll coming up. Yes, we can skip this one. No challenge. It was a mistake at my end. But if people do, better, because option B is very important here. If people would like to know a little more about IEEE membership, we'll be happy to provide that information. So if you can respond to this one also, it will be good for us. We will be back with this information if there are any responses on option B. So send me LinkedIn request if you wish. Stay in touch. I write almost daily on LinkedIn. My intention also is to put a video on my YouTube channel every day. Just started that activity. It's not daily, but 2-3 per week, and there's a lot. Now, whatever I know is available to you all through these channels. We may not be able to sit every day again and again for 1.5 hours, 2 hours, but I keep writing, I keep posting. Please keep looking into that, keep learning from that. Great. You can close this poll also and share the results. If there are any people who are answering B, that would be of interest to us, and we will provide that information to them. Can we see the results also, please? Great. Yes, there are 20. We are thankful to them. You definitely will be in touch with them, providing them information about IEEE membership. Thank you very much. And this is where I would like to stop, and I can stop sharing my screen. We do have time for questions, I believe. Dr. Ritika, back to you.
Thank you, Daman. It was a wonderful and informative session. I am sure that it has enlightened our participants on what to believe and what to not believe during this time. But yes, one question that I can see many participants have is that how can they actually access your thermometer?
It's with you already, I've said. All of you have this. This was my commitment. You will get this gift. Check your pockets. It's in your pockets. Please use it. You can, if you have any
Thank
doubts
you,
on any
Daman. It
news,
was
you
actually a
can.
wonderful session. And I would say one of our first webinars, which has involved the participants from the beginning till the end of the session.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy that way. Thank you.
So I would now request Professor Huda sir to kindly present a certificate through Sri Daman Dev Sood as a token of remembrance for this wonderful session. I would request Professor M.N. Huda sir, Director, Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Applications and Management, to kindly present Mr. Damandev Sood with the certificate as a token of remembrance for this wonderful session.
Yeah, Mr. Daman, it
Yes,
was a
sir.
fabulous session as always,
Thank you very
and
much.
possibly with this session we will restrict ourselves forwarding every message to everyone.
I would say
And
use the thermometer, yes.
yeah, we'll use thermometer. We'll decide the result of the thermometer what should be forwarded and what we should not. Who is lying and who is telling truth. Thank you so much. This certificate is not a certification but a remembrance to you that you have been a valued speaker for this wonderful program in which the audience at the last is more than the audience who joined in the beginning. So thank you so much, Mr. Daman. We'll meet again.
Thank you very much.